I no, but that's what I'm saying. It's not, you have to get them all out here and shit. They're I get what you're saying, and I here they're on lockdown. Oh yeah, the National Guard.
Yeah, we don't really have a license concept.
You know where it came from? The virus?
It's a work in progress.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Program.
I didn't even let me know that was the name, damn. You the worst, man.
I mean, but we're the forefront of it. We're like the faces of that.
We're the worst guys. 100%.
All right. Yes, episode 2 of the Q tapes, quarantine tapes. We're trying to be safe out here.
Gotta social distance a little bit, follow those guidelines. Or if you get sick, I won't feel bad for you.
If you're looking for some content humor, visit our IG page, This Trash Podcast. You can visit our Twitter page at This Trash Pod, our SoundCloud, which obviously you're here, and yes, and our YouTube channel.
This Trash Podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll try and comment back and get hard dialogue with you in the comment section.
Yeah, and you could just roast us. I got jokes for days.
Yeah, definitely troll us. It's cool. Yeah, really, dudes. You can troll us right back. You come with it, we'll come right back at you.
They're gonna troll us about all those Kobe jokes and all those martial law things and the mukbanging thing. Yeah, we're gonna get canceled very soon. So
it's good.
It's all right. I think we're here. Yeah.
R.I.P. to the legend, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he was pretty great. A lot of interesting sports news lately, actually. Mm-hmm. What's with the whole Gronk thing? What's going on with that?
Gronk coming out of retirement. It's crazy. I mean, he's actually an active wrestler in WWE right now. He's like one of their champions at the moment. That's crazy, really.
That's hilarious.
So, like, I saw a report that he's gonna try and actually do both while he's a Buccaneer. That's crazy.
That's a lot. That's
interesting. He probably some contractual agreements with the WWE that he couldn't get out of. And I heard that he said that Tom just convinced him to come out of retirement and go out to the date with him.
I saw that. Did you see that thing that was posted? That he said, "Oh, he told me to get out of retirement, or else he's gonna kiss me like his kids." I was like, "What?" like, stop, bro. Like, chill. I don't know what kind of bullshit he's on.
Tom loves his kids.
Oh God, a little bit too much. Yeah, oh my God.
It's kind of funny. Like they should have said, "Nah, fuck you, we're out to Florida." And he would. And Gronk said the only play, he wanted to come out of retirement. He only wanted to play for them.
I mean, the Patriots are funny for actually letting that happen. I thought they would have been bitter and been like, "Nope, you can't go."
No, stay retired, nigga. Either play for us or play nowhere.
I mean, I don't know why people hate on him so much. Let him chill, bro. He's a great player. He's
like
injury
prone.
Gronk
The person. He seems like a fun fucking guy. People were really mad though about how much it cost to trade for him. Like they were saying, they traded like a 4th round pick and they should trade something back with the Gronk and a 7th round pick. They're like, we could have gotten way more, but I'm like, nah. Gronk was kind of washed his last year. Honestly, he was mad. He was hurt the entire time. He wasn't the same dominant player. So I'm thinking that's probably fine. I don't even think that he's currently the best tight end on their roster right now, honestly. But he's a Hall of Fame player, so he's getting all the reps and everything like that.
I mean, he's just injury prone too. I think that's a big part of the problem. And and another funny thing, not to change topics so quickly, but I guess topics. Percy Harvin is trying to come out of retirement.
I saw that. I saw a funny ass. They were getting on Percy. The
Yeah.
NFL changed their drug policy. with the weed shit. So they're like, oh yeah, niggas is coming
Yeah.
back out. Niggas are going outside again, right? Like,
Oh
they're
my
like, oh, we
god.
can smoke now, we can do whatever the fuck we want without having to get suspended or like paying crazy fines. I'm playing.
That's lit though. They need it though. I mean, like
Yeah.
honestly, it's good for like chronic pain and shit. So like,
And personally,
and him,
he had
yeah,
his
he has-
migraine problems.
yeah,
He
he
had
had
his
terrible ankles and migraine issues, and it's like, bro.
and the medicinal marijuana can help him like live, and like, cause that's like not even, that's beyond football. If you have chronic migraine, that shit is a bitch. So
Yeah.
if that helps him like live and ease himself, and he can go back to playing, Percy Harvin was a beast. Like that, he was the truth for a few years. So if he can come back and still be that guy.
I was definitely a huge Percy Harvin fan. I was like so about him when he was on the Vikings and shit, and even when he was on Dolphins, it was like, bro, like he was just doing shit.
He was on the Jets for a minute too. He had like a year or so there, and he was literally the entire offense. He was so
I can't
fucking
even-
good.
I'm kind of sick of the Jets being that kind of team, like where they rely on like one wide receiver that's good, and then everybody else on the team is kind of trash, or like at least subpar. I mean,
They haven't
I
been
don't
good on
know.
offense for years since like Thomas Jones, and they were still trash. They had Mark Sanchez. The Jets haven't had. I like the guy they have now. I like Donald, but they haven't had a good quarterback ever. People will say Joe Namath, but if you go back and look at his numbers, this is a fun little time for everybody listening. If you're like at all a sports fan and you care about this, look up Joe Namath's numbers. They're fucking terrible. His stats are really bad. If it wasn't for that Super Bowl, he would be known as he wouldn't be remembered, I think, fondly. That Super Bowl
I mean,
made
of
him a
course.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
But he had like 1 or 2 years with more interceptions than picks and more interceptions than touchdowns. Like he was consistently bad. Like that nigga was trash, but we propped him up because he had a Super Bowl run. So Jets have never had a good quarterback, and that's probably why the offense has always been trash.
I don't know about his numbers, but how do you feel about Bart Starr?
I don't. I don't feel about him like I have nothing. I have no Bart Starr content for you.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, put
You're
that on
the sports
ESPN.
guy.
Put that on ESPN.
Bro, you're
like,
oh my god.
yeah, so how do you feel about this player? I don't feel about him actually. Next topic.
Oh my god.
So what do you know about Bart Starr? What do you got on him? What are you bringing up?
I don't know. I'm just feeling like he's another overrated quarterback. That just because he got a ring.
It's a cool name.
It's a terrible name. He sounds like
His
a
last name
douchebag.
is Star. That's fire. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, say that shit in second grade. What's your last name? Star. I'm a star. That shit is fire. That shit is
My daughter's middle name is Star in Spanish.
I should know that, but I don't know the translation.
Of course you don't know. You don't even care.
Nah, it's not. Not because it's Luna. I just don't know what star is in Spanish.
Oh, it's Estrella.
Yeah, I'm bad. I should remember that. But
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of something that's forgettable because I feel like to me, remembering that your middle name is Christopher is like the weirdest fucking thing. It's like, this nigga's name is Christopher? Like, nah.
yeah, no name's Ralph.
Like, your name just sounds like,
Uppity.
God. Yeah, you have the most uppity name, nigga. Like, I'm just like, I'm sick of you fucking goon. God damn it.
Shuck and jive.
Okay, so I guess I'm wrong, but Bart Starr is a 2-time Super Bowl winning championship, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 5-time NFL championship or
That
champion,
nigga sounds legit. Like
4-time Pro Bowl, and this is like in the 60s. It's like the 50s through the beginning of the 70s. He was MVP for the year of 1996.
cool.
5-time NFL passer rating.
That nigga sounds solid. I think you picked the wrong one. Like He sounds pretty solid. Like, that's what he wanted to kill Bar Star, but he's like, he sounds legit.
I guess I was wrong.
He's like, yeah, you know who else I fucking hate? Bart fucking Star. You nigga was ass. It was like the
No, I mean, it wasn't hating. I was like, is he maybe an overrated quarterback? Because I don't know about anything about him besides the fact that he's like...
He's a Cowboy, I remember, right?
No, he was on the Packers.
Oh, he was a Pack. Oh, was he the guy before Favre?
No, he was like... Well, he was way before Favre. He was like a quarterback in like the 50s through the 70s.
They said 96. You said, or he was 66?
No, 66.
66. Okay, yeah, no, way before that. Way before that.
Yeah. I might have said 96, but 66.
Okay.
And he has thrown 152 touchdowns and 138 interceptions.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. Football as a game has changed so much. It's like
Gloves.
it's way more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the day, like if they would, I was listening to some sports, some quarterback on this podcast. He was saying like back in the day, coaches would get mad at you if you weren't throwing picks in practice and said you weren't being aggressive enough. Now they will pull you because like they're saying you gotta like force into some tight windows and go for it. So their numbers were way worse for the older quarterbacks back when. And even like that's even like in the 90s too, like early 2000s you see some like really high pick numbers. Where now if a guy throws like a few in the season, they're getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, it's like a whole fucking thing, but
It's all analytics based.
Hold on. Because I didn't know if I was getting a lot of vocals out right now. Alright, it's coming out. Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, I guess a lot of the numbers are trash. Like, it's funny because I was dying actually on Facebook earlier.
Right.
And, because we were talking about, Michael Jordan, like, it was a post about LeBron, like, LeBron was like 22 years old with no general help going into the finals against the Spurs and shit. And people were trying to make that comparison like they always do on feeds where it's like, he's not better than Michael Jordan or Kobe and all this other shit. And then people were like, it was just funny because everybody was like, are you kidding me? Because like the Bulls went to the playoffs with a 30-52 record in the East. Like Michael Jordan's like second year, like the first time they actually went to the playoffs, they won 30 games out of 82, and they still went to the playoffs. So to me, it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's not like he was always playing against the murderers road, like.
Exactly. It's like people run and push this narrative because they're just
way deeper now. There are a lot more good teams than a lot. There are a lot of bad teams, but there are a lot of good teams nowadays.
Definitely, and it's like, but I mean, the East has sucked forever. I mean, yeah. Besides the Celtics like dynasty and shit, like I don't really see anybody else like really.
Miami's always is always a solid team. You hate them, but they're always pretty solid.
They're decent. I'm not gonna say pretty solid. Pretty solid is like putting like airs on that fucking. That's like putting airs on it.
When was the last time that they won? That you can remember them not being, at least in the playoffs, for Miami.
They're consistent. I wouldn't say they're pretty solid. They're consistent.
They're historically pretty solid. I'd have to give it to them.
but the East sucks though. That's the thing. It's like who as a franchise?
I'm just saying good franchises in the East, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give the Raptors it yet. They just got there, even though they won the championship last year. But they just became a good franchise. Like back when they had like Vince Carter and shit, they weren't doing shit.
Yeah.
So that's even like when we were in high school, they weren't like a good franchise quite yet. So I would say the Celtics is a good call.
Yeah.
Atlanta used to be, but then they fell off horribly.
Wait, when in like the 80s?
In terms of Atlanta being good, I liked some of those teams when they had like Josh Smith and Joe Johnson and like that era of Atlanta basketball.
Oh, okay.
They were a playoff team at the very least in that
Mhm.
time of their lives. And just thinking about like historic franchises in the East, I might be missing somebody, but I think we're good on that.
Maybe the Pistons, if you want to talk about like the 2000 run.
Yeah, the Pistons
And
are
maybe
always
the
in
90s.
They're like
They-
outside.
They haven't been
playoffs,
in the
they're
window
right
for a
there.
while.
They're not
Yeah.
like in the winner's chair, but they might. They're semi-competitive every year. Semi.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Indiana.
definitely-
Indiana's always a. They feel like they're always a playoff team where they're hovering around it.
Yeah, they're the Nets too, to be honest.
I disagree.
I agree
They've sucked
with
a
me.
lot.
Yeah, but they've also always been in the playoff window, especially within like recent years, and they've had like a mediocre team at best. Like if they were in the West, they are definitely not going to the playoffs. But the East is like
I'm thinking like before like Jason Kidd. What were they? And then after that, I would say that's like the Brooke Lopez teams, and then to the Darren Williams year.
Vince Carter.
They did a lot of sucking in the first half of the 2000s. To be honest.
No, I mean, well, they went to 2 finals,
And, like,
and then they had Vince Carter.
the
like,
2010s,
later
they
on.
weren't that good. I think.
They were average, but I feel like they were still competitive, at least in the sense of like what the East is, because it's like who's in the East? They had like
Sixers always a playoff team, aren't
they
Seems like-
teeter. They
Seems like
teeter.
Barkley and shit, but they've always. Oh, they had the terrible teams with the process
Yeah.
shit.
Bro,
became
they were
really
like the
bad.
worst. They were like the worst team in the league at a point, like worse
Very
than the
true.
Knicks.
Very
So
true.
it's like they teeter. They have good teams, but they have bad teams.
Yeah, so it's
The Magic too. The Magic's kind of getting terrible, but like they usually are like a playoff-ish team, or they're hovering around it.
yeah, like 7-8 seed at that point.
Yeah, they're between
They're
like the
gonna
7
squeak
to 10. Yeah, 7 to
I don't know
10.
if I can give you that much credit for that, but alright.
I mean, the Magic have been kind of consistent, at least in some degree, because like there's nobody else. We're better off talking about consistency with like the West, because it's like, all right.
Oh yeah, West. It's like
The Thunder are always there. Yeah. The Lakers are back in
when
it.
They were like, yeah, the Thunders have always kind of been there. They're for most of their time being in Oklahoma City. New Orleans, kinda. They had some bad years, but like they seem to always quite be in the hunt for a playoff spot. Utah, historically, I'd say they're never gonna win, but they're always gonna be like a top 3 seed. I feel they're not gonna
Utah?
win. Yeah. Going back to Stockton and Malone, they've always, from Stockton and Malone era to like
They've had some
Darren
weird
Wil-
seasons.
The Darren Williams era to now with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. They've
Oh, they're gonna
always,
split.
yeah, they've always been a playoff team. It does not.
But I wouldn't
matter.
say third. I wouldn't say third though. Third is like
top 4 seed every year.
uh,
Spurs.
Nigga,
Think
they're
about it.
5 right now. They were 5th right now when the season ended.
But
and last year,
I mean, the season ended, but I feel like they could still. There's still like a good 20 games, and the West is very tight. Those seed slottings are like a couple games really fucking matter in the West. 'Cause it's so
I mean,
competitive.
bro, did you see like the Thunder playing lately? Like honestly?
I heard it's really fun, but I never really watched them.
Yo, Chris Paul is on some other shit.
Yeah,
He
he did a great job.
he's doing very well over there, and I'm happy for him. I'm just. Do you believe he is a bad teammate like people try to make him out to be?
I can see it being hard to play with him. Do I think he's a bad teammate or like a bad? He doesn't look like a real asshole. like I feel like if I were like to sit down and talk to Chris Paul, I wouldn't have like a terrible time. You know,
I mean, he looks like Carlton, so.
Kinda. Some people you just look at them and be like, yeah, that guy's probably a dick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that energy from Chris Paul. I feel like he's so fucking passionate about playing, and he could probably be like a real hard ass to work with.
But he just loves it too much.
Exactly. If you don't mind that guy, the guy who's always going 110, like nigga chill. No, we gotta fucking win. We gotta get better. Huh? If he can tolerate that person working with that guy, some people can't.
I don't think I can.
That's who I think he is. Like, he'll probably see you being lazy at work when he's like, come on, nigga, you gotta get better. And he'll probably be on your ass about it, but he generally wants you to be better so the team's better. I feel like he's that guy. If you don't like that, you're gonna have a real problem with him.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing because, like, if you're playing professional basketball, you have to love it somewhat because that's like, you're literally playing that all the time. Gifted. Yeah, I guess. I mean,
there are a few of those guys, you know, who are just they're just nice and they can jump. They're really athletic and they're just nice.
Isn't Gronk a player though? Like he can ball and shit.
Gronk cared. You mean about football or basketball in general?
Oh, hold on. I was reading something on Facebook and I kind of wanted to ask you this fucking question. Somebody trying to make a comparison, or at least who would win this battle, and I don't know because everybody's obsessed with these battle versus battle shits, but it was about football. Randy Moss versus Richard Sherman, and I was like, what? This is not even a comparison. Like
Randy would burn him.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. But
that's not fair to Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman's a great corner, but
yeah, that's not his game.
Prime Randy, you're not putting one person on Randy Moss in his prime. It wasn't going to work. Like it's just not going to happen.
He didn't even try. That was what's crazy about it. Randy Moss was like one of the him and Shaq to me, and I don't know if you agree with me on this, but like they are the two laziest goats I've ever seen play the sport that they play.
Laziest? I just think Shaq was just a fat dude. I don't think he worked hard. He just got fat.
That nigga was. He was just lazy though too. Like he always like usually when he
could pull 20-20 a night if he felt like it.
Exactly, but he was just a big nigga. That's the same argument I'm having with one of my cousins. Is that like, all right, Zion is a great player, and what we've seen so far is like this dude is great. If he was like in shape, imagine what he would do. Shaq was already dominating.
I think Zion's not fat to me. He's just a fucking bowling ball of muscles. I don't think he can control
ball of muscles.
That nigga is. He's a small, brolic fucking dude for the NBA. He's probably like 6'5", honestly. They call him 6'6". He's a power forward and he's fat. He's quick and he's just rocked up. Nigga is solid. I don't think he's a fat kid right now. He might be a little out of shape because he was injured the whole year. He might be a little winded. But I don't think he's out of shape. Like he's not like fat Charles Barkley balling back in the day. You know what I mean?
Fat Charles Barkley? I don't remember Fat Charles Barkley.
It's a little different. I feel like that's who he gets compared to a lot, but I don't know if it's fair. I feel like that's as close to rookie Shaq as I think the NBA's going to get ever again. Right now with Zion. He's just an athletic marvel.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're not athletic athletes. I'm just saying like
you'd want Zion to like cut some pounds and like maybe be able to go a little bit.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck what he does. I'm just saying that like I'm just saying imagine his talents if he was actually in better shape. But my whole stink about it was yeah, just like he would actually be better at his own game. Like, it's a whole thing like work hard, ethic and shit. But
I feel like he's a gym rat because you don't get that built I don't know if how freaky his genetics are. They're obviously pretty crazy. But I don't think you get that. You don't get that big, not being in the gym, not being in the weight room. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I mean, well, with Shaq, my thing was that like, yeah, people get bigger as they get older and shit, but like, he was kind of the best player on their team.
Every time.
But that was the thing. Like, if he was in better shape, which he should have been as well, because he's also an athlete. He also works out and does other shit.
It's
Granted,
his job
I
to be in
get.
shape, yeah.
Yeah, it's his job for it, but like.
I don't think he had to take. If you take a Shaq out of the game, it was because he was couldn't hit his free throws. I don't think it's because he was like winded. Like,
no,
maybe
I don't
when he
think
was on the Celtics and he was like an old Shaq. Then
I would say
game, but like, I don't know
bro,
if it's like
Cavs Shaq,
that's
Sun
that's
Shaq.
old Shaq.
Yeah, no, but
Cavs
like,
Shaq, Sun Shaq was still kind of good.
He was
I mean,
just big, bro.
He was getting old. He was. Then you could say, yeah, he's just big because he was an older dude then at that point.
Yeah.
He was
just
still
big.
giving them fucking problems though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For me, if you want to say the laziest all-time guy,
Randy Moss is up there though. Randy Moss.
I hate killing Dwight Howard but he should be up amongst those players.
Really?
Yeah, because the other big men would always get on him. Now his game is perfect in NBA because it's just space, run, catch alley-oops, and just go. He's made for today's game, but he came out too soon in my opinion. If Dwight Howard were a rookie now, like rookie Dwight Howard, where he didn't have the same game and he didn't have the post moves or like that. Now it doesn't matter, but in his era when he first came out against Shaq mainly Shaq was the only other real big man at that same time.
Yao Ming, maybe.
Yeah.
If you wanna, yeah, I don't know where people lie on that whole spectrum about like Yao Ming. I felt like he was kind of an overrated player.
Yeah,
but
overrated, but like he's very important. It's cool. He made China's basketball thing. But no, I'm saying for Dwight, like he never developed any real offensive game. Defensively, he was a killer because he was so great at the defending the paint and everything like that and blocking shots. So he's great for that. But he never developed an offensive game, and that's why other big men really shit on him. All the other all-time guys shit on him because he didn't have any game. He wasn't like David Robinson. He wasn't like Hakeem. He didn't have any of Kareem stuff. Even Shaq could do something to you in the post, just by being big and strong. But that
little shake and bake.
Yeah, he had a little something to him, but Dwight didn't have any of that. It was I'm gonna run and jump and try and dunk on you, and that's what Dwight was. And now that's fine, but that when he was one of the best 10 players in the league, I think you could say, because he was up there at that point with the Magic.
Yeah.
He didn't have any real offensive game to him. And I feel like if he could have took a couple times in the summer and worked on some more stuff, he would be a better player all time. So in my opinion, he should be an all-time big man, but he's not going to be remembered that way, though his defensive stats are incredible. I don't think he'll be remembered as an all-time guy, and he really should be. So that's why I'd say he's one of the laziest all-time guys he didn't make to become an all-time guy.
I mean, I also feel like his career also got killed from going to the Lakers.
And injuries and stuff like that too. That's
yeah. Once he left Orlando, it was just like got really.
Wanted. He wanted.
I mean, but it's just different because it's like like you said. I think I kind of agree with you, and I feel like he is maybe lazy because I know he had beef with Kobe, and Kobe's like one of the hardest working athletes like
and Kobe's
ever.
like, you're not putting the same work in, and
yeah,
he shadowed him for it.
Yep.
And then he goes to Houston, and he has some of the same problems with young James Harden.
Yeah,
like, you're not working. Like, you're supposed to be the best player here. You're not working.
Yeah.
So.
And then it just went downhill more and more.
And then he started to become a team hopping guy, and now he's back in LA and kind of people like Dwight again. Cool.
They're happy to see him
come full circle
around again. Yeah, like because everybody tried to. That's what people are trying to do to Carmelo. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like he got killed for wanting to trade. It didn't work out with one team, or whatever.
It didn't really work out with the Knicks either, honestly.
The Knicks they had him for a while, but the thing is that we talked about this too. The Knicks front office is dumb as fuck.
I watched the video on YouTube from a guy like Legend of Winning, and he chronicled every draft pick from like the past 20 years. It's like almost 40 picks, first, second round. The Knicks have re-signed none of them, and none of them have been good. We've made the wrong pick almost every time for 20 years. And he went through every single guy. He brought like Michael Speakney, all these other guys, Jordan Hill, like every trash Knick player who was a first round pick that just didn't quite, for whatever reason. The only one he's like, Wilson Chandler was kind of good. He might be the best guy that they've drafted. Wilson Chandler.
Wilson Chandler.
Wilson Chandler and Amon Shumpert were the only guys he talked about positively.
I was so heartbroken when the Knicks traded him.
Amon?
Yeah.
He was the heart of that team. Him and J.R.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Bro, I was so heartbroken because I was like, I didn't grow up loving Shumpert, obviously, but like when the Knicks had like
he was our young guy.
Yeah, Landry. They had Amon Shumpert and Felton and all. Like, bro, I was fucking with that Knicks team.
Mm-hmm.
I was fucking with that Knicks team, and like, he was so great. I'm happy that he did get like a ring though, honestly, because like, bro, he was chippy as fuck, bro. He was like the chippiest player I've ever seen play for the Knicks since like Sprewell.
Like, yeah, his offense was never quite there, but he was so damn athletic when he was young. Like, he was dunking everything and all crashing the boards.
He would average like 15 a game. 15 a game, maybe a steal, and
I don't know about 15. That feels a little high. I'd give him 10. I'd give him like 10. 10. Like, he was never like a real. That wasn't really his thing. Like, we always wanted him to be. Because when we drafted him on, he was supposed to be a point guard, right? He's going to be a big point guard. Then we're like, no, you're not. You're not a point guard. You're a shooting guard. And then we put him on 2s and 3s, and he was locking dudes up, and he was getting in guys' face.
He's on the Nets.
He's on the Nets right now.
Yeah, he's on the Nets now.
Oh, good for him. He's back in New York. Then wrong team.
On the wrong
I want
team.
him to come back to New York.
Yeah, right.
I'd love to have him in the locker room and be like a good dude. I'd be really happy with that. Finish your career. Amon Shumpert, if you're listening to this trash podcast, sign with the Knicks. Give it one last go. Finish your career where you started it. We'd be really happy to have you.
Field
Ball out with
goals.
RJ Barrett.
Points per game.
He was never that big of a
Yeah,
star.
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
He was a defense first guy. He was never really a big star.
He never averaged more than 10 a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
But
Shit.
he was really valuable to those teams because he was provided so much energy and defense. We loved him. We loved him.
Yeah. The only thing that is that he's very injury prone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. He only played the most games he played was the year that he won the ring with the Cavs. He played 76 games.
That's a lot of games for today's NBA too. That's
Yeah.
probably the whole year. Probably
But he only played 13 this past year with the Nets.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Sean. Love Sean.
Shumpert is interesting. But alright, so how about this? We were talking about topics earlier. So I wanna know your hit for hit, or I guess beats strictly. Or at least for this one. So you know how they have the challenges going on right now with the quarantine? Alright, so there were some interesting takes on some artists versus other artists, and I wanted to know some takes and discuss them. So, if you're taking beats from one of these artists, who's going to be? Pharrell or Kanye?
I feel like you can't go wrong with this either way. And I feel like they both inspire each other. You know, so that's why it's a really fun comparison.
Yeah.
I would lean Kanye because I have a little bit more of a not traditional ear for hip hop, but like he does fit some more conventional thinking with music generally than compared to Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
The Pharrell shit is dope either way though, because it is pretty innovative. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I would lean Kanye.
Interesting.
But you can't. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
I agree. I think I picked Pharrell for that.
Because I figured you would, because Pharrell. It's kind of weird to say, but like Pharrell, at least in terms of hip hop, I can't talk to the Kanye and gospel stuff. I have listened to that. But like, Pharrell was more experimental. Like he had a little bit more pop, even punk rock, even pop punk kind of influence in his music a little bit. Yeah, even jazzier music kinda. Oh, the girl standing in the line for the bathroom. That's like a jazz beat behind that.
That shit was.
Why is that song so good? Like, just like.
I liked a lot of shit. Like I liked I think
song,
he co-produced a song on Cherry Bomb, to
sure.
Keep the O's.
Mm-hmm.
Like I low-key like that song, and that shit is like, it's just like a weird groovy kind of like, what the fuck? Like, all right, I fuck with this. I fuck with this.
Yeah,
He's innovative. I think I take more of his music because he's willing to take more chances, I guess.
yeah, and that fits what you like a lot of music. Really, you like the
I like originality. Like some shit that's like, oh, that's
he out original Kanye for you. That's
yeah. Kanye is
it's
kind of he's an innovator, but he's not original with his ideas, I guess.
Why do you say that? Because of the sampling? Because I feel like if you're talking about his contemporaries, he inspired most of them. Especially for today's rappers, I feel like he inspired a lot of people. He took a lot from Kid Cudi. You can give me that, but like I feel like he gave Cudi stuff too. You know what I mean? So it's like they both work off each other. So a lot of the rappers today that I like personally, and then have taken off Kanye and Wayne. So in particular.
Kind of. I feel like Kanye, Wayne, and Drake are like
today. Yeah, you've seen a lot. You've seen a lot of Drake's kids right now.
Yeah, I see I was seeing Drake's kids when Drake was coming out and shit.
Those
like
were Nelly's kids. And
what,
Ja
Nelly?
Rule's kids. Those were Nelly and Ja Rule's kids. If you're with Drake's right now. If you're asking me personally. You
I don't know.
More sing-songy rappers. I'm giving that to Ja Rule and Nelly, honestly.
I'm not going to. I would give it to them in a sense, but I feel like Drake's impact is a bit different because his shit hit when social media
coming out
was
with Drake. Yeah, no, those are his kids. Those are their kids. Those are Drake's brothers and sisters right there.
Yeah. I guess if you want to give it to Ja Rule and shit.
He's a punchline now, but he was one of the biggest artists in the world at a time, and now he's not given his flowers, I feel. And I'm not even the biggest Murder X Ja Rule guy.
They brought him out for 90s night, at a Bucks game to do the halftime show, and then he was like laughing because he was like, I don't know why they invited me because I'm a millennium artist. I'm not from the '90s, which is kind of true because he came out in the '90s, but all his popular music came out in the 2000s. So he's like, I don't know why the fuck they did that, and then he got killed for it. It was fucking hilarious. Like, it made no sense. Like, he just keeps taking L's for no reason.
Yeah, he didn't deserve that L. He's like, I'll take the money though, so good for him.
Yeah. I mean, it must be chill to be a broke artist anyway, because let's say like a broke artist is still financially stable. Broke? I don't think like I feel like he could pay his rent. But I'm saying like in terms of like how big he was to like how big he is now.
Oh yeah, in comparison he's lost a lot of money for sure.
Yeah, he's like has nothing. He got 50 Cent trolling him. I'm just saying like if I was performing and doing shows like some of my friends do, I could think like it's not like they have that much more money than I do, but they definitely do shows and like little shit. So it's cool. So they can still afford to live and do other things, but I feel like he's that type of artist. Like he's not living paycheck to paycheck, but it's not that great.
I think Ja Rule probably still has like a mansion. Probably has like a few $100,000 on him still. Probably not. I don't know if he's still like a millionaire, but like he's probably alright.
Wow, you just brought me back. I remember there was this Ja Rule song. It was like the last Ja Rule song I ever heard. It was him and Lil Wayne, and I was like, it's actually a hard song. I actually liked it. What the fuck is it called?
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not saying that Ja Rule should be remembered as like a top 10 artist all time, but there was a phase in like the 2000s where he was a top 5 act, and that's being generous.
Yeah.
Think about it, like, so it was him on radio, DMX. This is before 50 really popped off, right? Mm-hmm. Even when they were beefing, they were still kind of, he was still kind of up there. Jay. Give Ja Rule a Murder Inc. Give him the credit. Give him the credit. He deserves to be respected.
I'll give it for Ashanti and Ja Rule.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give Ja Rule respect, but I don't really. I guess I won't, and I grew to not because like I haven't cared because he's kind of a clown. I think that's why
he became a punchline.
I don't think I give a shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit about him anymore because he's kind of a clown. And it's like when somebody exposes himself as being a clown, and I don't mean to be that person like, oh, this is how I treat people for this, but like he's just kind of a clown. He's not doing shit. He's beefing with 50 Cent for like years now, and 50 Cent just keeps clowning the shit out of him every single time.
Consistent.
Like it's not even like, you know what's the shittiest thing about 50 Cent? He's like the smartest bully ever. Like
that's the worst. He's not dumb. He's not a big dumb bully. He's very smart. He's very calculated.
I've learned to love him.
Hate him. Like you have to kill 50. You can't just be trolled by him for the rest of your life. You have to kill him.
I've hated him for so long, and like now I can say in my life that like I kind of fuck with him now.
I respect him. You gotta respect him.
It's just funny at this point because it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, oh my god. But you know how that is. Oh, 50.
Yeah, 50.
Oh my god.
You can't mention Ja Rule without having 50 pop up and that shit. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, like, but nah, like in terms of influence, off of between those two artists, like between Pharrell and Ye, we'll just circle back to that real quick.
Production-wise, we're not talking about like lyrical content. We're just talking about production.
Just the beat. Oh, that's a plus for Kanye. Kanye is a bad rapper. Kanye's a bad rapper. He just gave Kanye like wait.
So, I just want to know why do you consider Kanye a bad rapper? Because that's funny. Because I know you as the college dropout, late registration,
People
graduation
helped
kind
him
of
write
kid.
those. I'm a Rhymefest fan.
Wow.
People helped him out with that. Like Kanye by himself, it gets a little sometimes.
Yeah. A little ABC kind of.
What was that? What was the line he got killed on in Life of Pablo?
He got killed for a lot of lines, so.
The the asshole bleach line. I just bleached my T-shirt, and she's bleached her asshole. If I get bleached in my T-shirt, I'm gonna feel like an asshole. That's a Kanye. That's a Kanye West classic right there. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
And I like the songs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say Kanye everything he's done has been bad. He's like an awful all-time rapper. He has some really good songs. Obviously, it's Kanye. But like, I don't think he would say, "Yeah, I'm one of the best rappers of all time." He might say one of the best artists of all times. He might say he's gonna say he's a musical genius. I'm not gonna say he's a lyrical genius. You know what I mean? So if you take that,
I get that.
So if you give like the lyrics a little demerit, that's a point for Kanye in my opinion.
Oh my God.
I don't think I know any like real hard Pharrell bars. Pharrell's just very creative. He's another musical genius in his own right.
That Move That Dope song with Future and Pusha T, his verse is pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. And
that brings me back too, because that was a dope song, and I feel like I need to listen to it actually really soon, because that shit was fire. Oh, I mean, maybe it's because of the time period it came out in, and like my life at that point, but like, god damn, that song was fire.
That shit is hard.
Yeah.
And another thing that I don't know if he's trying for this or not, but you know the song Snitch on Push T's album? Sorry nigga, I'm trying to
which
come
one?
home. Sorry
No.
nigga. I'm trying to that shit is that was his
it's on Daytona?
Before that.
My Name Is My Name. I'm pretty sure I did listen to that album, but I don't remember the cuts too well. It was like one of those albums. It's like, all right, I'm gonna try to listen to it. You listen to it, and you kind of never revisit it.
I'm all about the Pusha T experience. I'm a Mark Pusha T. I'm sold. Tell me about how you sold all these drugs. I'm here for it. I want to know. Say it again. You sold how much weight? Give me that medical about selling weight. I'm here for it.
Bro.
That's an astonishing amount of drugs you sold, Pusha T.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you can tell me about that all day, and I'm a Mark. So yeah, I'll go for that any day.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this guy I know, he said that Mos Def is top 15 rapper. How do you? No.
I'm not that much of a back.
No.
I don't really have much Mos Def.
No.
A lot of.
No, he said he's top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah.
I don't know the Mos Def catalog to dispute it, but something just tells me he's wrong. He's a very talented person.
Miss New Booty's probably one of the only ones that I really know off bat, and that song is fire. It's dope. It's a dope song. But his shit with Black Star is pretty good. I mean, it's a lot of shit with Talib Kweli. And he did a lot of shit for the Chappelle Show. So
yeah, no, he's a talented
and the
artist,
Roots. And the Roots. So it's like
I respect Mos Def, but I can't say that I haven't listened to the Mos Def experience. So
I only know some of his content. I would give him maybe top 20 based off of just mechanics and shit, but like I don't know
lyrical skill and everything like that.
Yeah, like he could put shit together. He's actually a thoughtful, conscious rapper. He's not an idiot. He's pretty wise and enlightened. It's like I get it.
I would definitely bring coffee or tea or most definitely just talk about. Have him just drop me some gems real quick. Just tell me life stories. And
I didn't even know you're that type of person.
Oh yeah, I love listening to people who I feel like have some experience.
Over tea and coffee?
I would sit with somebody. Yeah, I feel like that's something that he would enjoy, like some nice tea, and just tell me some real shit. And I will
Burning
sit there and
sage.
try and learn. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there with it for sure.
Or burn the sage.
Yeah, drop some gems on me. That's the best way to learn. I feel it's the closest thing to like knowing everything or like time travel that we'll get is like learning from like older people.
I don't know. To me, I don't really know how to compare rappers because like I could have top 5 artists. Like I could tell you like 5 things I've been listening to or I really fuck with. That's like I love these artists so much. Like I'm kind of here for them. But I don't know. But rappers, it's like there's different types of rappers, and it's like
yeah, I feel like that's the same for a lot of genres though. Like they're different. Because I'll cop to it. There's some artists I listen to because I like them on the conscious level. And I like when to sit down and just listen to them in a certain environment. I want to just sit down and think about it. There are artists I listen to when I want to be drunk and party and I want to have fun. And it might not be the most substantive thing. They just have to have a good time, and that's cool. There are artists I listen to when I'm just trying to be casual and I want a nice little balance of things. And I feel like it's not necessarily the fairest to put them all in the same group. You know what I mean? But like, I like who's an artist that's not good, but like I enjoy them. Like I like a lot of. Let me go to my Spotify real quick. No ad. That's not a plug. We don't get money from that. Let me go through the artist real quick and be like, yeah, I like you. Like I love 2 Chainz, but I'm not sitting listening to 2 Chainz and like, yeah, that's some real shit. Like I'm having fun listening to 2 Chainz. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like, I'm not putting 2 Chainz and Ghostface in the same categories for like great rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What else do I got here that's like not? The Migos. They're amazing for what they do. They have one trick and it's really good. but like it's not like. But they're not like you're not gonna talk about them and then talk about Twilight Kweli and like Q-Tip and Fife. Like you're not doing that. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just more moving bricks. Like we're just we're here.
Yeah, they got one trick and it's phenomenal though. They're really good at that one trick. You know
I'm kind of over them. I'm over the Migos novelty.
You're tired of that one trick.
I mean, I've been over it. I mean, like once Culture came out, I was like, all right, this is probably the best album they're gonna release. Cause Culture 2, I did not expect it to be good, and it was the same shit all over again. Like that. You know what's funny? I was on College Kid, which I follow on like Facebook and shit. And fuck this nigga for me giving him a shout out on SoundCloud, but whatever. I still didn't get my hoodie. Anyway,
You worked with him and didn't give it to you?
this nigga doesn't got no like he has hoodies and he doesn't give out hoodies. I've been a top fan for I don't know how long. I'm waiting for my hoodie. Where's my hoodie? The fuck? This nigga's playing games. Anyway, the Baby just came out with an album last week, and I made a post about it, and I was like, fuck this album. This album's probably trash, which is not fair to say that, but he literally is a one-trick pony as well.
Oh,
every
yeah,
song, they're literally, he's the second coming of Migos. That was my comment. That he's literally the second coming of Migos. And the only reason why people are probably more entertained with them as opposed to him is that there's 3 people as opposed to 1. It's just different voices and shit. That's probably what's more entertaining. But that's my take on it. I don't know how you feel about the baby, but
I didn't listen to that album, but one of the complaints that I heard about it is he tried something different and it didn't work out for him, and that's kind of sucks. He has that one-trick pony syndrome. Apparently, he switched up his flow a little bit, but it just didn't go over well.
did he switch up his flow a little bit?
That's what I heard, and that's one of the problems with it. Like he switched it up, he tried something different, and it didn't work, and that's tough. You don't want to feel limited as an artist, but apparently apparently he is, and that's something he has to work with, or maybe he'll continue to push it. Because he had a song that surprised me on his last album. His intro to his last album, actually. And, it was really good, and it was heartfelt. And it's a good song, and it has like a little message behind it.
Okay.
And it's not the same, like the same baby bouncy bop flow. It's a real song with like a little detail behind it. You know what I mean? It's a song about him being a better man for his kids and like, fatherhood. Like it's good. It's a little intro song.
Yeah, I like some songs about fatherhood and shit. I was like trying to write some shit for that because it's like it's weird being a father, definitely.
I can imagine.
Yeah, right. Because you gotta like be a role model, and it's like I'm not necessarily the best role model, so it's like. But you're trying to do better and shit. So I mean, I could get behind songs like that.
Yeah.
So
that's a big point of it, and just trying to do better.
Yeah, it's always about that. I mean, so like I can appreciate songs like that. To me, it's like I don't really give a fuck about hearing songs with him and Meg Thee Stallion. Like I don't give a fuck about Meg Thee Stallion's type of music.
I like Meg Thee Stallion. I like Meg Thee Stallion the person. She's bad. I get it. Whatever. But like, if you think about every other female rapper,
you just like bougie bitches. That's
she's not. She's very down to earth seeming.
Yeah, it's like I feel like there's a mix.
Kind of.
There's a
I don't
mix.
know if that's like her branding, but she seems pretty. She seems like she's fun to be around. She doesn't seem like she's like rude at all. She's like someone that I would want to be in her friend group and hang out with Meg Thee Stallion.
I don't hang out with that bitch.
I feel like it would be worth the time.
She seems hella basic to me. It's like, like I get it and I can definitely do it, but it's like, you're right. That's about it. Like you're chill, but
she seems like a cool person. She seems like a cool person. I feel like I wouldn't mind knowing her.
Maybe it's because I know a lot of girls like her, so it's like I'm over it.
I guess.
Fuck.
But I can't say that for Nicki Minaj. I can't say that for Cardi. I feel like I would not necessarily enjoy knowing them as much as I would like her.
Here's the thing. Actually, no, it's not really a thing, but I feel like I can hang out with the Nicki Minaj's because I know that my sister has friends like that. So I've been conditioned to be able to like, I get it. You're super this way. All right, whatever. But I try not to pay it any mind.
Yeah,
fuck Cardi B.
I mean, like, would you want to spend time with that person?
If anything, I think I'd rather hang out with Meg Thee Stallion. I'd rather hang out with Meg. But like, I guess if I had to pick a comparison.
They kind of come off as a little. Like,
but she's younger though, so she's like more like. I mean, Cardi B's like my age, so. But Cardi B's annoying as fuck. So, she started this whole coronavirus thing. She's the one that spread it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, her little meme?
Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, nah, so it's not.
My sister likes Cardi B too, and I'm like,
Like Cardi B the person? A lot of people do. She's endearing to me. She's like
I feel
America's hood sweetheart, you know what I mean?
I feel like she's actually more of a real person than Meg Thee Stallion. Like, I would definitely appreciate hanging out with her more, personally. Because it's like, I get it. I prefer her better, but...
This is all subjective. We're talking about people we don't know right now.
Yeah,
But
true.
like I think I just feel like maybe you wouldn't be a bad time. It wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't enjoy it. I feel like you'd probably get really drunk. She'd be talking shit. We'd have a good time.
That bitch would be cackling forever.
Yeah, I think I just like country people. I like country girls, dude. They're fun. They're fun.
Oh my god.
I like a little country accent on girl.
Oh my god. It's funny meeting country people. Country, yeah. I like the little country accent. It's cool. I was on the phone with some lady to set up my insurance for my MacBook, and she sounded like if pumpkin pie or sweet potato pumpkin pie was a voice, it would be her.
Like Southern Grandma's Love. That's what she sounded like.
Bro, she was like a second away from calling me sugar. And I was just like, shit, like I felt mad sweet, like I was swaddled in a fucking blanket.
it's like
it was the most...
Keep talking to me, I like this.
I felt mad comfortable. Bro, I felt like I was getting hugged. It was the greatest thing ever. Oh my god. But it's like I like a little southern accent. It's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I never noticed New York accents, honestly. I don't really.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I kind of hear it sometimes when my mom speaks. She apparently has a very prominent one. I sometimes, but like I really don't. I don't catch it at all.
Feel that.
People are probably listening to this like, you're doing it right fucking now. What do you mean you don't hear it? Like,
I've heard that before. It's like, I don't know. You guys, fuck you guys. Not even helping. Oh my god. But I don't know. New York accents are weird. Like, I was thinking, if I was to move out of New York, because I was thinking about like, yo, maybe I should go to DC. Or
Chocolate City.
Yeah, DC, maybe Baltimore or Cali.
I'm not going to
Fine.
do that. Fuck that. That accent's annoying.
You want to go to a Ravens game?
Go, you and two people. Yo, go fucking B more. They talk horribly.
That's how they talk?
Yeah, you ever heard of B more?
That's horrible.
They like why you as EW, like the tree. That's how they sound. It's like, yeah, it's
bro.
It is with O. It's weird.
Bro,
their accent's awful.
My aunt married this white dude, and he's like, they've been married for years. My uncle Lee, he's fire. I went to a Nationals game with him one time. But anyway, he speaks kind of like that. He's from like Maryland, and he's like a big Redskins fan. And the funny thing about him is that his skin is mad red, like he's like mad fucking red, like fucking Hellboy. Like it looks like somebody smacked the shit out of him, like a lot.
Your mom, you mean your aunt, married a redneck?
Yeah.
A literal redneck.
Yeah, my aunt from Brooklyn, mad chill. Auntie is fire. Auntie, she's dope. She has like the most like comeback of the year life that I've ever heard of. She's fire.
What she do?
Well, I mean, she's from like Brownsville and shit.
Says a lot.
Yeah, so she dealt with a lot of shit. She had a terrible upbringing and shit. Got addicted to crack. Got pregnant when she was like, I think like 18 or 19. Had a kid with this dude who's like an Indian, like a Native American.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and he left at some point or whatever. But she handled her shit like a boss. She got clean, like, you know.
That's phenomenal. Good for her.
Yeah, yeah. I don't talk to that cousin that much at all, but she's fine. She found happiness in this redneck dude.
Yeah, she's. That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, coming back from like crack is crazy. That shit is crazy.
Shit is different. Yeah.
Yeah, but we all gotta do our thing and shit. But oh, if we ever travel down there, we should definitely hit up her place to crash one day.
So it's worth it. Cheap travel, baby.
It's like West Virginia though.
What is out there other than like meth and white people? Wait, blacks.
Ain't shit out there. There's Arby's and my grandma's out there that I never speak to.
Okay. I don't know what to find. West Virginia has like a football team at college. It's pretty good. And
We can hang out with my cousin. Let's hang out with my cousin. He definitely is a ball is life dude. He's a ball is life dude, bro. He plays basketball. He plays ball every single day of his life. I swear to God. He got 3 kids, 2 baby mothers, and he plays basketball all the time. I'm sorry. That shit is funny. It's just funny. It's like,
oh, that hurt. That hurt.
Like having a baby mother is like, all right, I love her. Maybe it'll work out one day, but like this nigga got like 2+ people doing shit. Got like 3. He's about to be on like 4. Like chill.
We gotta get the world to be.
Oh my god.
Is the worst guy. Like we're the worst guys, but he is the worst guy. Like
he literally is the worst guy. Nigga got hemorrhoids.
He's made for this shit. He's gonna be a star one day.
God, he got hemorrhoids, like 4 baby mothers.
God damn.
He got chlamydia. He got chlamydia.
Don't put his man out there like that.
Nah, it's over for him. That was the first thing he told me. The first thing he ever told me was that he gave us chlamydia. I was like, what the? That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
I've never done that to my wife.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that shit was crazy.
There's no one like him. There's no one like him. And
oh my god.
Like, he's one of my favorite people, bro.
He's the greatest.
He's
but like,
such a smart fucking guy. He's hilarious.
He's so terrible.
He's
so terrible.
We gotta end with the laughter. We gotta cut it with the laughter.
Okay. Okay.
We gotta end that laughing. Alright, y'all.
Alright.
Wait, alright, we should make a little thing out of this. It'll be a little hard, but we should have like a little positive thing to end on, like a little gimmick.
Damn, that's so on the spot for me. This is like
what?
Fuck.
So given the quarantine, right?
All right.
Over the past couple of days, we're gonna put these out pretty frequently, as you guys will see.
Yes.
Once again, be sure to like, comment, on everything, on every platform. That's what on socials. But during the quarantine, something I thought about is the Marie Kondo thing. I've never heard of her. What has brought you joy recently, in the past 2 or 3 days? Give me a moment that's brought you joy. We're gonna try and end everything positive.
A moment of joy that I had was when I actually got this MacBook. It was like it was great. Like, holy shit, like I can get all my shit back, and trying to connect all my art and everything I'm trying to put together into one and trying to work on it. I guess the feeling of progression instead of being stuck. It was like a video game where it's like I can't get past this boss. It's like, oh, thank God, I finally did it.
That's awesome. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, right? How about you?
Moment of joy. I think about it, but it brings you, it puts you into perspective, especially in like times like this when you kind of can't do everything you love, but having a few moments that brought you something. It's good to reflect on them. So I was really. It's weird. At my job, I work with the kids. I was with the boys on Monday, and one of the little badass little kids, he wanted to play basketball, so I went and shot hoops with him. That's the first time I actually played basketball. And while I was having fun while I was at work, I'm like, wait a minute. I love to really start to get into it and really start to get competitive. So I'm like, yo, wait, I can't break a sweat. I'm at work. I'm really stinking. But it was really cool to like have that moment where I could almost let go a little bit and have a little fun. So that was cool.
That's lit. That sounds like pretty dope. I haven't played ball in a minute, so
yeah,
it's definitely a thing I definitely want to do. It's just, I play a little bit of soccer with my daughter, but that's about it. And she doesn't know rules yet, so.
She's fucking cheap. She's picking up the ball and running with it.
She just throws it, or like if she kicks it, I made a thing of it to like bring up her self-esteem. So I just clap like she made a goal, and she gets hype about it. So I'm trying to teach her little by little because she's obsessed with Dora.
Show her the video.
Oh my God, like she died. Bro, like she's obsessed with Dora, and it's like, it's dope though, because it's like, it teaches her Spanish. She's like, she loves the whole fucking experience, so I'm with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to watch my daughter's cartoons too, because Dora's kind of fire. Like, if you're lit as fuck and you're like watching Dora the Explorer, bro, it is amazing. It's just like, this is so great. But
yeah, so everybody, please be sure to comment your best moments of the past couple days. We want to hear it, spread that positive energy around, keep everybody's spirits up.
Yes. Yeah, we will be back very soon.
Because we got nothing better to do.
Yeah, literally, like, we're just like recording shit and it's like thoughts, and key tapes are pretty good. They work pretty smoothly. So, from Fuckboy Kalen, IG.
It's Nate again on Instagram.
We will be back shortly. So, till next time. Deuce.
Wash your fucking hands.